Another original my mom Betty Crocker recipe, and look at how old this recipe is. She hand wrote this a long time ago, and you can see how tattered it is. This is her original crumb cake recipe, and that's what we're going to be making tonight. So I have my assistant Sophia, and we're going to do 2.5 level cups of flour. So we're going to take that out of there.
I'll get a butter knife.
And she's going to get a butter knife because she is a very conscientious chef. Just so you know, for this recipe, you are going to need buttermilk, and I don't have any buttermilk, so here's a trick. You take 1 cup of regular milk and you add 1 tablespoon of white vinegar, and that will give you your buttermilk. You let that set for a while. Okay, that looks great. Okay, so there's 1 cup. You kind of learn the tricks of the trade when it comes to, and now we need 1 more, yep. You learn the tricks of the trade when it comes to cooking, and you start running out of items how to substitute. Now, it's funny because this calls for, look at this, shortening. Look at that. That's what they used to cook with. And I don't think we have any shortening, so it's going to be really interesting to see. I really want to do it original. Okay, put that in there. And, you know, back then they used to, and then now we need a 1/2 cup. So we're going to take half of, we'll fill it up just halfway. We'll kind of eyeball it. I do a lot of eyeballing. But I don't know if I can substitute for butter because, you know, shortening has, I think that looks good. I think shortening serves a purpose in cooking, or I should say baking. All right, so now we are going to get 2 cups of brown sugar, and we're going to mix that together, and we're going to go on a hunt for some shortening.
Okay, guys, Stacey is trying to look for our straightening.
Shortening. Yeah. Maybe the straightening will straighten us out to find the shortening.
Yep.
We're not being successful, but we might have to find a substitute.
Which is butter.
Well, the substitute for shortening is going to be butter. And what you're going to do is, if it calls for a cup of shortening, you can do a cup of butter, but you add a little bit more. Because, you know, shortening is pretty rich. My assistant is getting 1 teaspoon of the baking soda. I'm going to add the 1 cup of buttermilk. She says it's probably going to be a little hard doing that. And then I'm going to add 1 egg. Take your time. It's okay. And then level it off. Oh, try it again. We might have to open this up a little bit more for you, okay? Yeah. So, can you open it? Yep, go ahead. See if you can peel that back. There you go. Here, why don't you hold the camera?
Okay.
And I can do this for you. I'll peel it right back. Just like that. Now, see if you can get it in there. Okay, you're welcome.
Oh, it's kind of too deep. So maybe wreck the baking soda. Open.
Okay. And then level it off. Is that level? Yeah, oh, it's great.
And then you poured it?
Yep. And now you're going to mix, while you're mixing it, I'm going to add the egg, okay?
Okay.
And we all know the trick with our pans is you put a little butter in there with a little flour, and then we're going to pour the batter in. And
Flatten it.
And it says bake at 350 until done. Look at that. All right, let's get her in there, Sophia. Is spreading that really good. Oh, that looks good. Okay, be gentle though with the spreading. You don't want it up on the sides. Now hold on. Now you see how it's going lopsided? So a trick is you kind of shake it a little bit so you can get the corners filled. There you go, very gently. Needs more on that side.
This side?
Mm-hmm. Looks good.
We have an emergency, and we need to fix this. We forgot to do the topping.
We forgot to do the topping.
Now we have to take it out of the oven.
Yes, we got to take it out of the oven.
Cake.
So what?
And this is a surprise.
This is
for Granny.
It's a surprise. So this takes a 1
So
cup.
she can't come into the kitchen.
Yeah, we got to be very secret. So we're going to do some more brown sugar with a little
and
flour.
with no clumps.
And with no clumps. And then it's going to need a little...
Well, now we're going to be doing the butter for the emergency. We forgot to do this.
Yes, we forgot to do it. That was...
A good call from Stacey being simply Starry.
That's right. So we're going to do this topping real quick. And I'm kind of eyeballing it. Eyeballing it. But it's a little bit of brown sugar and white flour and the shortening, which we don't have, but we have the butter. And so this is going to make the crumble top.
And when you're also making it, in between you should clean up.
Yes.
When it's baking.
That's right.
Because this is a messy project.
It is. Okay, so we're going to add this on.
They just look like crumbs.
They just look like crumbs, and I think I'm just going to go just like that. I'm hoping this is going to be as good as my mom's, but I don't know.
Because we don't have the old-fashioned things. Like the old-fashioned times.
There we go. What do you think about
All
that?
done.
Okay.
Bye, Simply Starry friends.
So isn't that beautiful? Mm-hmm. So I taught Sophia how to do the test to make sure it's done. And what was the test?
To poke it in and see if it's clean. I'll show you guys.
Okay, she's going to show us to make sure it's... And it comes out clean. So what does that mean?
That means it's all done. If it's sturdy like this or doughy, that means it's not done.
Okay, so
this is the perfect tip for crumb cake or any cake that you're making.
all right. So we're gonna let it cool down, and then we'll surprise Grandma. Shh, yeah. Okay. Good job, Sophia. Okay, go ahead.
We are cutting the cake.
So I think Sophia's is gonna be the sample piece, or is this gonna be Grandma's piece?
Grandma's piece.
Oh, she's got a pretty small piece.
Just for the taste test.
Oh, just for the taste test. Okay, so Grandma's just gonna do a taste test. So we need a fork.
There we have it, forks.
Okay. Oh, you gotta get it from the base. So the trick is to go around it like this. So you can grab it in one big piece. Look at that. See how nice that is? Now grab it and hold on to the top, and oh, there you go. You gotta learn how to serve it. There you go. Perfect. Now keep the fork in there for Grandma. And oh, why did you do that?
I cut it open.
Oh, well, you probably didn't have to cut it open, but all right. So let's go give that to Grandma and tell her what we got.
For the taste test.
It's a taste test, Mario. It's a taste test, Mario. Okay, let's go. Oh, be careful. No, you don't have to put it behind your back. You might. Okay. Okay. So we have a surprise.
Put the pillow on.
Oh, put your pillow on. Okay, put it down, Sophia.
Here's the fork.
Yeah.
Your fork.
Okay.
Oh,
That's just a taste test. So she cut a little piece for you, and that's your recipe, crumb cake.
yes, crumb cake.
That's crumb cake.
We used butter because we didn't have the old-fashioned.
Yes, we
thing.
didn't have shortening, so we had to use butter. So I hope it turned out. It probably didn't turn out as good as yours, but
Good.
was that good?
I'm gonna go ask
Yeah?
Papa if I can try a little piece.
Yeah, you can. Well, I don't know. You already had a little snack. You had a lot of sugar today. Remember about sugar? Yeah.
Give you cancer.
Yeah. You like it?
That's a little
I
Is
like
that good? All right, yay!
Take the spot.
And I used your recipe on your handwritten piece of paper that you had.
Was that right?
Yeah, I found it downstairs in a folder.
I still
Yeah, you had all these pieces of paper with all these recipes. You had banana split cake. You had torte.
Was that right?
Oh yeah, your bran muffins. Remember your bran muffins? Then you had some type of pumpkin thing. Poppy seed bread. Oh, I remember you used to make poppy seed bread. Oh, you had a lot of
boy.
good rhubarb, like a rhubarb recipe.
Oh, yeah.
So I found all those recipes. So hopefully, when I'm here, I'll start making some of those desserts.
good.
Yeah, because those are all from scratch. Instead of eating the stuff from the grocery store, I can. Those are a little bit healthier to eat than just eating that stuff from the store. So I'm glad.